Hello and welcome back to another video of mine, and today I'm gonna talk about the problems of shipping Latvia with Russia. These two are from an anime called Hetalia, and this anime is about personified countries. It's very stereotypical, it's very fun, I love it, I recommend watching this anime. It's getting another season as well, so awesome. I've always thought it was weird for people to ship these two countries. The first problem is definitely the ages. Latvia is 15 in Hetalia, but Russia's age is actually unknown. But since he was actually shown as a child together with child Prussia, we would have to presume that he is around Prussia's age, and Prussia is 20, so he has to be at least an adult. So an adult dating a 15-year-old is a bit weird and is definitely not acceptable. The second problem is due to the history. I was born after the USSR. I don't know firsthand what it was like, but my parents and grandparents, they lived through that time, so they have told me what it was like. And in school we also were taught about all the bloodshed, all the bad things that these big nations did to Latvia. In 1939, on the 23rd of August, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact was signed. This pact was about peace between Russia and Germany, but secretly there was another part of the document that said that they would take Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, and other countries. In 1940, on the 17th of June, the Red Army came to Latvia. Before this, Latvia signed a pact with Russia about some kind of helping thing. It says Latvia un PSRS savstarpējās palīdzības pakts, 1939, 5th of October. So this let Russia keep ships in Liepāja and Ventspils. And so this is around the time when the Russian occupation started. But of course Latvia didn't know this. From the 20th of June, a new government was made by Russia. On the 5th of August, Latvia was officially part of the USSR, and so Latvia could do nothing. And this is just skimming the surface. There's a lot more in detail. During these times, many people were sent to Siberia, many people were killed, families were separated. It was awful. And then in 1989, on the 23rd of August, the Baltic Way happened. On this day, people held hands all throughout Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. I've been on the Baltic Way, and it's just a normal road, but it's still really cool to be there. And finally, Latvia only regained its independence in 1991. In 1991, it wasn't even that long ago. There's a really interesting book about a family being sent to Siberia. It's called Viņpus Pagatnes, and it's written by Sergejs Brauns. And this book is about a person who was born in Latvia, but when he was a baby, he was sent to Siberia. And in this book, there is a picture that his mother drew when she was in the train. And it was cramped, full of people, and men were separated from their wives, and they didn't know if they would ever see them again. They had barely any food, the trains stank, and here she wrote that they drove for 3 weeks. She didn't have any milk left, and she had to boil water for her baby on a lamp. And that's just so absolutely disgusting that those kind of things happened. As I mentioned before, my family lived through the USSR, and my mom was quite young during that time. She was only 7 when Latvia regained its independence, so she doesn't really remember much. But she did tell me that she remembers waving around the USSR flag and having to sing Latvian songs quietly in her basement. And so I think it is a little bit weird to ship Latvia with Russia, since Russia was so horrible to Latvia. But I just ask of you to please be respectful, because these are not just any anime characters, they're personified countries. I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.